Hello everybody, it's me Gary. Welcome back to Slumber Party Time. This time around I thought it would be a good idea to show you my horror Blu-ray collection. This video might take a couple of, this might take a couple of videos, you guys. So, I don't know, let's start. The first one is 10 Cloverfield Lane. This is the Cloverfield sequel. I actually like this one more than the original. You can already tell that the movie is got a completely different movie, or they had a completely different movie in mind, but they just like added the Cloverfield thing, you know, the Cloverfield name to it. But still a very good movie. Oops. Then we have let's see. We have 976 Evil. This is the horror film. I have the DVD. And also the Blu-ray version of this film. It was directed by Robert Englund, who you might know as Freddy Krueger. This was made back in the, if I remember correctly, back in maybe late 80s, early 90s. It's actually a pretty good film. I like this guy right here, this actor, Stephen Jeffries. He was the guy playing Evil Ed in Fright Night. Let's see. Let's just move this out of the way. Sorry. Then we have Alice, Sweet Alice. This is an amazing. I mean, you know giallo films, right? But this is like the American giallo. I know it's in the. If you look at the cover, that's Brooke Shields. That's Brooke Shields as a child. But don't you worry, I'm not going to spoil the film, but Brooke Shields is not in it for long. But it's an amazing film. For those who don't know giallos, just think of them as, let's say, whodunit films. You know, like there's a killer, we know who did it, and basically by the very end, we get to see who the killer really was. It's an amazing film. Then we have the Alien Anthology. I really like the Alien films, not so much right now. I think this franchise is, I think more likely to be dead. To be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of Covenant, but I actually like Alien from 1 to 4. They're really good, dude. I don't get all the hate that Alien 3 gets. I actually I like that film a lot, especially the producers or the assembly cut. Then we have All the Boys Love Mandalay. This was a very underrated, might I say, hidden gem back in the early 2000s. Was it 2000, 2010? I can't remember now. It stars Amber Heard. Well, you might know her as that bitch who sued Johnny Depp. But actually, it's a pretty good film, though. Like, it was filmed, I know it was filmed back in the day. And unfortunately, I mean, some company, I think it was Anchor Bay. Yes. Anchor Bay bought the rights and they never actually got to release it. Was it Lionsgate? I can't remember now. But either way, they bought the rights. They canned the film and it was released many years later when this lady over here, I'm not going to say the B word, but this lady over here got famous, as most horror films. Then we have American Mary. I have two versions of the film. This is the German Blu-ray and this is the US Blu-ray. Great movie by the Soska sisters. I absolutely love it. If you know who this lady is Catherine Isabel. You might have seen her in movies like Ginger Snaps and Freddy vs. Jason. Really good movie. It's about this surgeon who, in need of money, tries to become a stripper. But I ain't gonna spoil the film to you guys, but basically she starts practicing her whatever she has studied by performing underground surgery. It's really, really cool. Then we have, this is the Arrow release for An American Werewolf in London. One of my favorite werewolf films. It was directed by John Landis, and it was made in, was it released in 1980, 1981? I can't remember now. I always get this one, I mean the release date, I always get this one and The Howling. I get them confused, you know, but I get them mixed up. But either way, really great film. May enjoy. I know that John Landis nowadays doesn't have much of a career. You know, well, if you want to know why, just like and comment and I'll let you know why. And maybe I could do a video of it like later on in the future. Then I have Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. I know it's not much of a horror film, but it's a really gory film and a really good one at that. Then we have Arachnophobia. This is mostly a, was it released by, is it Touchstone? No, Hollywood Pictures. Yeah, this is like basically, it was produced basically by Disney, you guys. So it's fucking insane. It's a 90s film about spiders and coming from El Salvador, Honduras, Latin America, Central America, I can't remember. But killer spiders, what's not to love? Then we have the first 2 seasons of Ash versus Evil Dead. I love the show. It's just a shame it had to end after. I mean, they end this show in season 3. Too bad. I'm still missing season 3, as you can see, and the reason why is for some reason I don't know why, but in my country it's just out of print. You can't get it. There's no way you can get this. There's no way you can get the 3rd season nowadays in my country, at least. So I'm still looking for a copy of it. By the way, Bruce Campbell is the man. I'm still waiting for that Evil Dead video game that's gonna be released next year. Then we have Scream Factory's Audition. Well, Takashi Miike Audition. Great film. Very, I would say underrated, but I think thanks to thanks to Quentin Tarantino and thanks to Eli Roth, this film has gotten quite an attention with the American public. Great horror film. We have Bad Ronald, underrated TV movie. It's basically about this boy who gets to kill, accidentally kills a girl, one of his neighbors, and his mom, trying to protect him, basically builds a secret room in her house. The mom, he hides for years and years, and the mom dies, and eventually, without him knowing, or him unknowingly, some other family moves in, and with this guy living inside the house. It's pretty cool. The Barn. This is an indie horror film. It's a great indie horror film, especially if you were looking to watch a Halloween film. It has, as you can see, this right here is Ari. This I can't remember his last name. Ari Aster, is it? Well, he's the boy who played Jason in the original Friday the 13th, and here we have the great and lovely Linnea Quigley from Return of the Living Dead and Night of the Demons. This is a great film, actually. They're making a second one, so I can't wait to see it. We have Battle Royale collection, which has 1 and 2, I think. The second one, I'm not a fan of it, but the first one, oh my god, dude. This is like, every time someone, like back in the day when Hunger Games was a thing, I used to tell them all about this movie. Like, you don't know what you're missing, dude. Like, this is like, Hunger Games definitely ripped this off. It's just a shame. This movie was made back in the days when the Columbine massacre happened. So it never got released. It got released many years later on video, but it never made the theaters. Well, never made it to theaters. So that's why most Americans they don't know much about this. Then we have the Velco Experiment. This is basically Battle Royale if it took place in an office. Great movie. It was directed by the same guy. I can't remember his name. It was the same guy who directed Wolf Creek. He's an Australian dude. What's his name? Let me see. Greg McLean. That's correct. And the script was written by James Gunn for all you superhero fans. Then we have Better Watch Out. Great Christmas film. If you get to look at this cover, you might be thinking like, it's just like a silly home invasion film. But actually, no. I ain't gonna spoil it. I wish I could, but the least you know, the better. Like, definitely give this a watch. It's going to blow your mind, especially for all you psycho killers, not psycho killers, but psycho killer fans, okay? Or serial killer fans. Then I have this is the Beyond. This is Lucio Fulci's Beyond. It's part of his trilogy. This is the third part. It's the second part, right? The first part is City of the Living Dead. The second part of his trilogy is this one, Beyond, and the third part is House by the Cemetery with that annoying blonde kid. Great film. We have the original Black Christmas. This was directed by Bob Clark. This some people call this the original slasher, but we all know that the title belongs to what's that film? Oh no, Peeping Tom. But this one was way before Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween. Then we have Mario Bava's Black Sunday with the great, oh my god, I can't believe this. I can't believe I forgot her name. She's Barbara Steele, that's right, Barbara Steele. I'm still missing Black Sabbath. I love that anthology film, but I will get my hands on it, like, eventually. I'm just waiting for some kind of discount or offer. There we go. Wait a second. Here we have Dario Argento's The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. This is part of his Animal trilogy. This is the first one. No. Yes, this was the first one. Then we had The Cat with Nine Tails and the Four Flies on Grey Velvet. Then we have, let me see, hold on a second. The Blob. This is the remake by Frank Darabont, was it? No, Chuck Russell, what am I saying? Frank Darabont. Chuck Russell, he was the... He also directed The Mask and one of my favorite sequels of Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. Then here I have the original My Bloody Valentine. This is a Canadian film. Great movie, very underrated. Back in the days when people were just, there were Friday the 13th, Halloween copycats all over the place. This one was one of the best. Then we have, let me just move this out of the way. We have the Critters collection. It has Critters 1 all the way through 4. Actually, I like all of them, you know. Like, I've heard some people shit on 3 and 4, but to be honest, they're actually quite good, dude. Like, well, I enjoy them. I love the Critters. I haven't watched the latest one. I haven't watched the last one, so... that's still on my watch list. Then we have the Boneyard, great movie, underrated. It's just basically about these people who are trapped in this mortuary. And well, I won't spoil it for you, but if you look at the cover and you might be thinking, what the hell is this? Yes, this is a mutant giant poodle. go watch the film then. Then I have Bone Tomahawk, great film. This is one of the, when I first watched this film, I thought it was going to be a Western, but was I wrong. This movie is brutal, brutal. Like, it has one of the best gore scenes I've seen in the past 10 years. Then we have My Boyfriend's Back. This is like a 90s comedy film, a zombie comedy film. It was alright. I like the 90s, so this has a place in my heart. Then we have Frank Henenlotter's Brain Damage. Great film. I like Frank's, well, if you know Frank, he also directed Basket Case and also, oh no, what's the name of that killer? Oh my God. Okay, so it was Basket Case, Frankenhooker, Brain Damage, wait, don't tell me. Bad Anatomy, I think that was it. Bad Anatomy? I can't remember, but I'm still missing that one film. Then I have, this is awesome because it's about this parasite who is living in this guy's brain, and what he needs to do is he needs to suck on everyone's brains, especially hookers. So that's a really cool thing. It's like a parasite, and if the host grants him human brains, he injects him with this drug, kind of like heroin. So basically the dude is a drug addict with like this space creature or whatever it is. It's really, really cool. Then we have Bride of the Reanimator by Brian Jusna. Great sequel. I love all Reanimator films. This one I think is my second favorite. This one is Burial Ground, also known as Nights of Terror. It's an Italian film, Italian zombie film. The zombies look great. Some people might not like that dried look on the zombies, but I quite like it. I guess one of the things that people might, the first thing that immediately comes to mind is this guy right here. This guy plays the main lady's son, but it's actually just a little person. And there's just some really creepy scenes with him. Like, I won't spoil it for you, but okay, I'll spoil it for you. I don't give a shit. Basically, there's one scene where he bites his mom's nipples because for some reason he still needs breastfeeding. So that's kind of creepy. Then we have The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, a classic silent film, if not the very first horror film. Well, I know it isn't, but just bear with me. One of the very first horror films. Then we have Candyman and Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh. Whoops, no, go here. Yeah, actually, when I was growing up, I used to be super scared of the Candyman. And played by Tony Todd, by the way, great actor. But the second one used to be for a long time my favorite film when I was growing up. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Candyman 1 is definitely the best of the two. I'm still looking forward to that one. I believe Bestrom Video is going to release the third Candyman film, which is kind of shit, to be honest. It's not nearly as good as these two, but I still need that trilogy. Then I have Cannibal Ferox by Umberto Lenzi. Great cannibal film. This makes a great double feature with Cannibal Holocaust, and this is the Grindhouse releasing, and I love these releases. These are just like packed, dude. They come with the soundtrack and everything. This is just like a beautiful, beautiful Blu-ray to have. Speaking of, I also have Hannibal Holocaust, one of the most controversial films ever made. I guess it still holds up, dude. It's really creepy, but you know what? Forget about people. Like, I don't give a shit if they kill people, but those poor animals, dude. I just can't. And if you look closely here, it says warning due to its shocking violence. Come on, just like focus for a second. Due to its shocking and violent subject matter, no one under 17 should view this film. Yeah, no shit. Animals, like real animals, get killed on this. It's not for everyone, definitely. Then I have Cherry Falls. This is a early 2000 slasher, back in the day when Scream, like Scream copies, like every film tried to be the new Scream. But this stars Brittany Murphy and Michael Mann. Actually, I really enjoyed this film. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine. And we have Cat People right here. I don't want to make the video so long, so I'm gonna stop it from here. But before that, I'm gonna talk about this film. This film features Natasha Kinski. Well, if you might not know her, you might know her father, Klaus Kinski, and the always great Malcolm McDowell. This is the remake of the 1940s, 1950s Cat People. Great film. Most people only know this film due to the soundtrack, which features a David Bowie song, which was later used in a Quentin Tarantino film. But I do love Quentin Tarantino, but come on, too mainstream nowadays. Either way, that is it for today, guys. I still have quite a collection to show you guys, but this was just the first part. I hope you enjoyed the video, so please like, subscribe and comment. So far, what are some of your favorite films from the ones I've shown you? Have you seen any of them? Are you looking forward to watching any of them? I don't know. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later.
It's bat biology, you idiot. Bat biology.